before we start the video, I just wanted to throw out a friendly reminder that custom video requests are going to be open for about 2 more weeks. So if you're looking to get one, feel free to email me, sammyjammyasmr@gmail.com, and just let me know your video idea, any triggers you want, and your name if you want that in the video. But yeah, they'll be open for about 2 more weeks. If you've already requested one and you want another one, feel free to hit me back up. Yeah, all the details are in the description box, so check that out if you're interested. And yeah, thanks guys. Hello there. Yes, I'm sure you have an idea of why you've been called in for questioning today. Okay, just get the time. Okay. Can you please state your first and last name for our records? Okay. And have you been read your Miranda rights? Freedom to remain silent, anything you say can and will be used against you, right to a lawyer, all that stuff? Okay, well, you get the gist of it. Alright, so yeah, you've been called in today because we have some questions concerning your whereabouts on the evening of July 17th. I'm sure you know this. Okay. Well, first and foremost, I need to just confirm a few things. So I'm just gonna look at your eye color. Okay, and your hair color as well. Have you ever dyed your hair or bleached it or anything? Do you frequently wear wigs or hair extensions? Okay. And do you have any markings on your body? Tattoos? Anything like that? Birthmarks? Okay. Okay. Alright, so next I actually need to get your fingerprints. So I'm just going to stamp each finger into one of these caps. Okay, go ahead and give me your finger. Okay, and now we're gonna press. Next one. Okay, press. Okay, next one. And press. Good. Next finger. Good. Next one. Press. Good. And press. Perfect. Okay. And then we're going to do your other hand as well. Alright. Start with your thumb again. And press. Good. Next finger. And press. Good. Next one. And press. Good. Next one. Rubbing ink and press. Good. And last one. And press. Perfect. Okay. Alright. We're done with that. I'm also gonna get a cheek swab from you. Go ahead and open your mouth, say ah, Good. I'm just gonna switch this around a few times. Okay. And we will get that on file, your DNA sample. Okay, and then finally, I'm going to be taking a few hair samples. Okay. Go ahead and look down. Just turn your head down, chin to chest. Good. Okay. Thank you. Alright. Now, we did have several samples of DNA found at the point of entry, so we are going to be matching your DNA samples with the ones found at the scene of the crime, and obviously analyzing if there is a match or not. Alright, before we continue, I do need to ask one question regarding a piece of evidence found at the crime scene. This cell phone, obviously, of course. Does this belong to you? Or anyone you know? Have you ever seen this device before? Okay. Okay, so if we are to perhaps look up the phone number this device is registered to, it would not be, your name wouldn't come up. Okay. Alright, suspect claims to have no knowledge of evidence number 8. Okay. So, I have some other questions to ask you about that night. Go ahead and remove my glove now that we are done handling the evidence and the DNA samples. So, according to this case file, this is some pictures taken immediately by officers attending to the crime scene. As you can see, this style of car is very prominent, and I was wondering if you own a vehicle. I see. And what color is it? Do you have a driver's license by any chance? Yes, so actually our records indicate that your license was suspended 6 months ago. So I understand that you have a vehicle. Does it look anything like any of these? Okay. What about any of these? Now, so far, we have tracked down that after the crime was committed, the vehicle traveled down the highway going southbound and made a quick pit stop in quite a remote location, which is, you know, I'm sure you can imagine a little bit suspicious. Especially deep in the woods in an environment like this. Now, your bank records actually showed that you made a trip to the store earlier that week and bought some rope, water filters, and a surprising amount of food in bulk, although your mortgage indicates that you live alone. So, well, what did you need all the food for? Unless, perhaps you were stockpiling for making a trip into the woods. Okay. You just bought things in bulk because it was cheaper. Okay, but you've never done that in the past. Yes, we actually looked through your billing statements for the past several years, and this was the first substantial food bulk purchase that you've made. And might I also add that there's a lot of granola bars, beef jerky, and flavored water packets, which are pretty notorious wilderness foods. Okay, alright. If you have no comments to make about that, then we'll move on. Okay. So I also wanted to ask about your employment history. Yeah, it looks like you've been working at the same place for about 6 years, and in that time you've only ever taken 2 days off, and that was for sickness. So 2 days off in 6 years. And then on the morning of July 18th, you didn't show up to work, no call, no show, as reported by your supervisor, which is a little bit, strange behavior, out of character for you, considering you've never been late or missed a shift without, notifying your supervisor ahead of time. So what was it that was so important that morning? Did you maybe oversleep or something? There was an emergency. What kind of emergency? Okay. If you don't want to share that with me, that's fine. I do want to make a note of your timesheet here again. Okay. We won't talk about it then. Right, so we did have actually found evidence of a handprint uncovered at the scene of the crime, and the measurements do correlate with someone of your age, height, and weight. So, I am going to take some measurements of your hands. At this point, I'm going to have you spread them palm face down on the table. Spread your fingers, is what I meant. Okay. Okay, and I'm gonna go on your wrist here. Okay. Alright. also wanted to ask why your recent Amazon orders show that you purchased, again in bulk, a lot of latex gloves. It's a bit of an unusual order. It's coming from you. You've never ordered something like that in the past. Just wondering, just curious as to what you plan to use that for. Okay. To clean your bathroom? Well, why the bulk order? Okay. Okay. So, if officers were to perhaps search your home, then they would find a box of latex gloves in your bathroom. I'm not saying they're at your house right now, I'm just saying, there's a high possibility of a search warrant, coming very soon. You'd like a lawyer? Oh, you don't want to continue until you get your lawyer. Okay. Well, that might be smart considering things are not looking good for you. Alright, well, I wish you luck, but, yeah. Good night, guys. Thanks for watching. Sorry, this is like kind of a corny video. I don't really know what I was doing, but thanks for watching. I love you guys. Take care of yourself.